I got in an argument with a liberal last week where he proceeded to personally attack me and tell me how ugly I was and how funny my chin was and my jawline and my nose. So I've decided to show you guys my forehead because really none of that stuff is nothing compared to my forehead. I have a big forehead. So I was thinking if he wanted to make fun of something, he really should have chose my forehead because I got a big forehead. That's why I moved my bangs. But I've just noticed that certain people on the left, whenever you ask a question on a post or even make a statement, that they just personally attack you. Like that's literally their MO. And I just think it's so ridiculous. I generally have a rule, I mean, not 100% of the time, but generally that if I'm gonna debate somebody, whether in life, on the internet or otherwise, that I don't personally attack them. I try to stick to the facts of what people are saying. And I think like our whole country, I was talking with somebody about the bullying in this country and how it's not just children that are bullied, it's adults. It's adults that are bullied in real life. And sometimes it's the adults that have purple hair and a septum ring and, try to be something else. But generally what I have seen in my experience is that the most bullying to the adults is the ones who believe in God, the ones who are conservative, the ones who have, political, religious beliefs that other people don't like. And so that's just some guys walking by. That was kind of creepy. Okay. I am in a parking lot. I mean, what can I expect? But it's just ridiculous what we've come to in this country. It's like there's not even good intellectual debate anymore. And I come from a generation where back in the day, if we were going to say something to somebody, we would be like, no offense, but your butt does look huge in those jeans. And then neither one of you were mad because you said no offense. And it was an honest conversation. I also grew up in a time where I was around and played with people from all walks of life and nobody ever cared. What people cared about is your character. Were you an asshole? Were you a good person? That's all we cared about. And we also, we used to play outside and interact. And, if we would go out and I guess you would call it a club, but, we partied in the fields. But if you would go out to have a good time, nobody cared. I think that's why Generation X is so dangerous, because they just come from a different way of thinking. And at the end of the day, we had phrases like, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. It truly wasn't a big deal. We also used to say, you're a rubber, I'm glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks back to you. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. So we never really put a heavy focus on, bullying, like these things that people say to try to personally attack and shame and guilt other people into shutting up about who they are. And that's crazy, because if you're out here and you're not trying to convince anybody to be any type of way, you're just saying, hey, this is how I think. This is what I believe based on my life experience. And then you have groups of people that will come and tear you down and personally attack you, shame you, and try to silence you. Because how dare you be you? Because I think a certain way, and your stance that you disagree with me is offensive. It's offensive to me, and it cannot be tolerated. How cruel of you to be your freaking self. It's nonsense. It's just nonsense. Anyways, I'm rambling on again, but yeah, I have a really big forehead. So if you're going to tear me down, you want to tear down something about me, I mean, probably that's where I would start. Okay. Have a fabulous night.